because you know I'm with Def Jam.
Right.
And the first song to go.
I was going to bring that up next.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
The first song to go quote unquote viral was a country song.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody is like, I'm like, hey, how are we gonna push this? And
right.
They're like, we're gonna figure that out.
All right, what's good, everybody? It is your favorite host, Adrian Nice. We are back with another interview. Y'all may have seen him multiple times on, my little event interview series.
Yeah, it's been a while, though.
It has been a while, and a lot has happened.
A little bit, yes. Yes, sir.
Who am I here with today?
My name is Anella Herim, but people just call me Nella. You can call me Nella. It's okay.
Anella in the building.
Yes, sir.
How are you feeling?
I'm good. I feel good. I'm not going to lie. I woke up at 11:30 and then drove straight here. I do feel good, though. That's not a complaint. I'm just saying, if I look out of it, I am like 90% in it. There's still 10% of me that's waking up.
Nah, you good, man. We've been in the studio shooting content.
Hell yeah.
Getting some dope stuff in. Been hearing some dope stuff about your songs that you have out right now. And some dope stuff that's about to come out.
Yeah.
Okay. They probably already know all of this, but I do just want to, we got to give them a little background.
Yeah.
Always got to give them a little background. Where are you from? Born and raised?
North Carolina. I'm from a small town called Trinity.
Trinity.
Yes, sir.
And it is like what there? What is it like there?
Hometown, like super homegrown, family oriented. Church, high school football games, cookout, barbecue joes, cars, stop signs, streetlights, roads, grass, cows, fields. I actually just shot the music video for Bitter there in a field, so go check that out.
In a field?
In a field,
Okay.
yeah. We did holes. So I had one of my boys, and he used an excavator of his, because we have those in Trinity, and a field, because we have those in Trinity. And he was just like, I got a field and an excavator you could use. I was like, bet. So we just dug a bunch of holes and shot a music video.
That's fire. Were you in when you're saying holes, you shot it in holes or like you were shooting it to the movie holes?
No, we shot it in holes, but for the movie holes. Like, it's based off the movie holes.
Right. Were you in a little jumpsuit?
Orange jumpsuit.
Oh, that's fire. That's fire.
The gloves, the shovels.
Okay.
The tank top.
Yes.
It was fire.
Were you doing music when you were growing up?
Yeah. I grew up in church. So I played drums. I started playing drums for my church when I was 4 or 5. And then slowly but surely, I just started learning every instrument I could. When I got into middle school, I did band. So I learned, I was on woodwinds, saxophones and stuff like that. And then I got into percussion and learned the marimba. And I grew up playing drums, so I wanted to be a drummer. But then I found a love for guitar and bass. I picked up bass and guitar and then piano. And then I just slowly.
Was sports everything?
Yeah. I grew up playing Little League, but I didn't like it. I played it because my dad wanted me to play it. And I figured that out when I was 8 or 9 or something. So I stopped playing it, got into music. Then I got fat. And then when I got into high school.
You got fat?
Yeah, no, when I got into high school, I played football to get skinny again. And I played it my freshman year, and then I got skinny, and I stopped playing it.
Now, what is fat to a 9-year-old?
Nah, I used to be I got
Okay.
I used to be a little bigger. I definitely used to be a little bigger.
But they never know.
I think it was I grew into it too. I definitely hit my
that's
growth
true
spurt.
too. Yeah.
Because I used to be short. I had a really deep voice way before I hit my growth spurt. So I was 5'2", yeah, let me get up, damn. You know what I'm saying? I definitely used to scare the shit out of people. But nah, yeah, I was probably 180 is the heaviest I've ever been, probably.
Okay.
Maybe 190, but I don't know. That's probably cap.
Now, do you have siblings? I don't think I've ever asked.
I do. I have an older sister and a younger sister. I now have 2 nieces also.
2 nieces.
So shout out them. They're the best.
What is it like having sisters and then pursuing this music career? How do they feel about it?
I think they enjoy it. It was definitely just a hobby at first, but now they're just they're my sister. One of them's grown, super grown. She's 26, got 2 kids, so she's just an adult. You know what I'm saying? She's just my friend now. We're not really. We're still siblings, duh.
Right.
It's not like that's feelings. It's just one of my friends that I hit up. And my little sister, she actually just moved out of the house, so congrats her. But yeah, I do music. We're all musical. We all grew up singing in church, so they. You know what I'm saying? It worked. That's really, it's it worked. Yeah.
Have they ever had any aspirations of pursuing?
Yeah, I think my bigger sister wanted to be in like theater when she was growing up. I don't know what happened to that, honestly, but she's a pretty fire singer too. So is my little sister. My whole family really is a really good singer. Like you gotta hear us sing "Happy Birthday" at like family get and stuff. It's literally like 6-part harmony.
Harmonize, yeah.
Yeah. My voice dropped. I was like, oh, like I was the little guy.
That's hilarious, actually. Going caroling or something like
Nah,
during holidays or something like that.
Nah, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
What about your parents, mom, dad? Were they
Uh,
ever in their music scene at all?
I don't think my mom was. I think my mom did chorus in high school or something like that. But my dad, he was in a band. Like he did Warped Tour. He wanted to do music. But I don't know what happened to that either. But he played the Warped Tour, the band's Warped Tour. I have a shirt because he played it in Virginia Beach in 2001, right before I was born. I was born in 2001, so he did the Warped Tour, and I have the band.
2001. Oh my God, I'm so old. It's crazy.
But yeah. So he definitely did music for a while.
So when did you actually start recording music?
Probably when I was in like high school on like my headphones on GarageBand.
Age?
Like 15.
15. And before that, was it just like you in your room?
Yeah, I started playing guitar. I started writing music in like 7th, 8th grade, but I started playing guitar in like 7th grade. So before that, I was just writing like sheet music and stuff like that.
So now, did you have like friends and you guys were trying to put together a band at all or anything?
Multiple times. Like my whole family's musical, so it's like my cousins. It was me and my cousin Christian and my cousin Carter at first, and he played the drums, and I played the guitar, and Christian played the bass, or he would play guitar sometimes too. But we were all multi-instrumentalists, so we would all play whatever we felt like playing, to be honest.
Right.
But yeah, we had a band called like Below Average at one point.
Below Average, okay.
Little tidbit.
What was your were you playing guitar or were you playing the drums?
Guitar and singing. But we would switch because it was like that was our thing. That'll probably be my thing when I get bigger. Like I'll have I'll have 2 drum sets, 2 guitars, 2 basses. So it's like I have a band, but if I want to go play it at the time, if I just get bored, not bored because that's crazy. I wouldn't be bored on stage. But like if I if I need something to focus on other than the crowd, I'll go play an instrument.
Switch it up. Have a little drum solo when you want, or have a little.
If I need a voice break, it's like I still want to entertain you. I just can't shoot my voice out. So.
That'll be hard though.
You know what I'm saying?
Dude, does anybody do that?
I don't think so.
Yeah, that'll be unique.
You know what I'm saying? Just imagine seeing 2 every instrument on stage. It's just like, and then having a woodwind section or a string section, like an orchestra. I want to have a full orchestra when I perform too.
Gotta be hard.
But yeah, stuff like that. I don't know how we got here, but we're here now.
We are here now on Mouthin Out talking about this for sure. Do you remember the very first song you wrote?
Yeah, I think it was called, which is, what was it called? It was like Daddy's Little Girl or something like that, and it was about, like, I don't know. I forget.
Can you give us a couple of lyrics?
I have no idea. I wrote it on this is back when I was writing on paper. Like I didn't have it in my notes on my phone. Like I wrote it on a piece of paper, and I remember it was like something about like how a daughter. I was in 7th grade, so I don't know why I was even writing about this. It was something about how like a dad doesn't see like a middle school daughter's troubles, but a middle school daughter doesn't understand the troubles of like a full grown man taking care of the kids. So it was like, I don't know. I don't remember the lyrics, but I remember I thought it was like really good, and that's why I started writing because I was like, hey, I can do this.
That's interesting though, because I remember, we heard you talking about it in the other content we were shooting, but like you're talking about like some grown people stuff when you're young, like
too many movies, too young.
You think that's where it comes from, or are you like reincarnated from someone, or like
I have no idea.
Many lives you've lived already.
Yeah, like that's what I was saying earlier. Like I just feel like I'm a translator. I feel like there's certain emotions people put out, whether it comes to music or movies or comics or TV shows or whatever you want to call it, like or conversations with an 8-year-old at a bar or a 10-year-old at a church. It's like
right.
I just feel like I can take a story from someone and kind of put myself in their shoes, and I feel like I can put into words what some people can't. And so that's like that's where I would say it comes from. But definitely movies. I definitely watch a lot of movies. Like a lot of my songs, I could probably tell you what movie I watched when I wrote the song if you asked me the song.
Tennessee Love Song.
Tennessee Love Song. Never mind.
Lock and Key.
I didn't know. Lock and Key. That was with I didn't watch Pulp Fiction, but I just wanted a song that felt like, and those are with moments necessarily.
For sure, yeah, I understand.
Name a movie, and I'll tell you what song I based that on. But with because those are all moments. You named the 2 songs I wrote in Tennessee. So we're literally sitting in the studio like, country.
Yeah, inside my head.
Inside my head. No, I wrote that my sophomore year of high school. I wrote that. Oh my goodness. I don't want to say it was The Pursuit of Happiness because that's a Will Smith movie.
Yes.
It wasn't that. I don't know why that popped in my head, but it wasn't that.
So like when you say it's moments from movies, like are you watching this movie, you get a feeling, and then boom, I create this song?
No, literally, I watched Narnia and wrote Old Emery, which is an old ass song, man. But it's like they have nothing to do with each other, but they feel like each other. And then I forget what other movie I was watching. I forget. Damn, never mind. I just capped on my.
It's all good. It's all good.
I just capped on my now.
We
You're not
believe-
gonna know because we're gonna cut it out.
We believe you. We believe you. We believe you. Okay, so it comes from a feeling. So now, when you get this feeling like, boom, I need to create this song. What comes first? Does the chords come first, or do the lyrics come first?
Dude, there's no order to this madness. With me and Seven, if I sometimes, because I write like all the time, I'm always in my head. Like every time I say something, I'm like, "Was that hard?" And then I'm like, "No." Even if it's just a sentence, I'll be like, "Can I put that? Can I put a melody behind that?" And so I just be in my head like, or if I read a quote online, or if somebody else says something, like I have a song called "Forever Long," and my friend Gif, who's also my DJ, shout out Gif, swag, follow him on Instagram @_1DJGif. But I think that's his Instagram. I have also just capped. Um, he was telling a story about his friend or something had happened, and it was like had nothing to do with what the song's about. But he was like, "Bro, I feel like it happened like forever long ago," and I was like, "What did you just say?" He's like, "Forever long." I was like,
Started processing it.
everybody be quiet. And I wrote a song called "Forever Long." It's like a super weird or super crazy piano ballad about like love, but it had nothing to do with what it was about. But he just like "Forever Long" is such a hard term because I was like, it's a way of saying infinity without saying infinity.
No, that's for sure.
Forever, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'd wait forever. It's like, nah, forever long.
Forever long.
It's like the longest the period on the sentence. It's like, oh damn.
So, how are we classifying your music? What
Good.
genre?
Good.
Good. This is good.
It's just good. I'm
not-
gonna get Google to change it so when you Google me.
It's not rap. It's not country. It's not hip hop. It's just good.
Yeah. Well, it is all of those, but it's
Right.
not one of those.
Right.
So whatever you enjoy is what it is.
What do people classify it as? What do you hear the most?
It depends on what song you listen to.
That's
Of
true
course,
too.
Right now I hear country, but that's because a lot of people found me off Lock and Key. A lot of people found me off Tennessee Love Song. But I'm dropping "Don't Hit Me Up." You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All the people that have been following me for years are like, finally, this Nella's back.
Which that song is fire, by the way.
But I was like, he never left. I just got a lot of traction for some country stuff. But I'm Southern, so it's like I don't understand.
Right.
Like, oh, you're a country artist? I'm like, no. They're like, but you have a Southern accent. I'm like, yes, I grew up in North Carolina.
Right. I was having this conversation with somebody. I think he was from Ohio, and he was saying like, is rap music, Southern rap music, isn't that country music? And I was like, no, it's not. He didn't know the differences. Just because we sound with the accent, sound country and everything, it's not country music.
Yeah.
Are you against like being called a country artist?
Nah, you can call me whatever you want to call me.
Okay.
I'm still gonna make the same thing I make, and somebody else is still gonna call me something different. I will be called a blank artist for the rest of my life. I have no idea what I am. If you can classify me and that helps you sleep at night in your brain and that eases your mind, that's great. My mind is never eased because I'm constantly confused. I have no idea what's going on, but it's fun. And it sounds good. And it feels good. You should listen to it.
Right.
Anella.
Anella in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so doing music in high school, we start recording. When did you meet Sud?
I met Sud, I think in 2020.
What age?
It was like 19 or 20.
Okay.
It's probably 19. No, because I was with him on my 19th birthday, I feel like. Sud!
He's out. He was just walking to the bathroom.
Whoops.
But, okay.
I don't know. I think I was with him on my 19th birthday.
So 19, 20.
Audio box. I turned
Audio
either 19 or 20 in audio box, but no one knew it was my birthday. I was literally just sitting there and it was like 12 a.m. and I was like, oh, I just turned this age.
And then how did y'all find each other?
So Malik, which is another guy I work with, he found me at a bar called Boxcar and Arcade in Greensboro, and I was playing my song called No One, which is like one of the first songs I ever put out. And he was like, yo, we should work. And I was like, bet. I didn't take him seriously because everyone says that. And then like a couple months later, he DM'd me like, yo, I'm ready. And I was like, oh, bet. So we met up and we got to working. He took me to my first studio. And then, or like my first like real, like, I guess I could say rap studio because I went to like a recording studio in a guitar shop. It was not, you know what I'm saying?
It's different.
Studio.
Yeah.
Plaque on the wall. I was like, oh, shit. Somebody's been here. But, and then he was like, yo, there's this DJ. He was like, bro, there's a show called No Stress Fest. He's like, this DJ though. He's 2 Chainz DJ. He was like, this is the guy.
Yes.
He was like, this is the guy we're trying to impress. And I was like, a DJ? was like, what do they do?
He said a DJ.
No, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
no.
In my head, I'm thinking like, I'm like,
Facts.
that is not relevant anymore.
Facts.
Little did I know, very, 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 very relevant.
Super plugged in, yeah.
Probably forever will be. But yeah, so he was like, yeah, we're going to go perform. And I was supposed to be like 34th, but I got there early because I'm not a hip hop artist. Like I was thinking like, oh my gosh, they booked me. If I'm not there, they're going to skip me.
Right.
And so I happened to be there first.
Because so everybody else be late.
He was like, oh, nobody else is here yet, so I guess you can go first now. I was like, shit.
Didn't get that memo.
I was like, oh.
But do you remember? I'm sorry. Do you remember what songs you performed?
Yeah, No One Installing. I had an acoustic guitar at a hip hop show. It was
right.
the 10-year anniversary for Travis Porter, and I had a wireless mic. And I was like, I got a mic stand for this guitar. They're like, nope. So Sud, and I'm pretty sure it was B-Dot from 102 Jams.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I think they held a mic to my guitar, or like either Sud or him held a mic to my guitar, and Sud or him held a mic to my mouth while I was singing, and I did No One.
That's
and
love.
Then I performed Stalin. I had just dropped at the time, and we like won this music video competition giveaway. So this guy came and filmed this. I want to say it's Gawd, Gowd. I forget what his name is though. God, G-Wop or something like that. No, it's G-Wop or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, shout out to him. Yeah. He did this giveaway online. He's like, comment, and then a random person's gonna win. And I commented, and I won. And I remember I was on a golf cart. Dude.
You have been talking a lot today, different segments and everything. So y'all.
I'm trying to be articulative, if that's a word.
Right.
But yeah, I was on a golf course, and I was like low key drinking with my boy Logan and his parents. And I got a call. Like, yeah, you won the music video giveaway. I was like, holy shit!
Yeah.
About to change.
Yeah.
And we shot it at my boy Gage's house, which is also the guy I just shot this Bitter music video with. He's really an executive producer now I think about it, and he has nothing to do with music, but he dot connector
resources. Yeah.
Yes, literally. If when people say, "Oh, I got a guy," that's my guy.
That's your guy.
Anything, I'm literally like, "Oh, I got a guy," and he's got a lot of guys.
What? And so, what was Sud's reaction after, or did y'all have like a meeting conversation about?
He was just like, yeah, he was like, "Oh, that was cool." He was like, and then he followed me on Instagram. And then like a week or two later, I had like the no stress, because this is during COVID, so he was giving out no stress face masks.
Right.
And I had that on in a Guitar Center because they made us wear masks, and I did a cover of Lemonade by Don Toliver. And he commented, he's like, "Yo, this is fire," and then he DM'd me, and then he was like, "Yo, let's go to the studio." So me, him, and Malik went to Chop House in Greensboro, and we made like 4 or 5 songs in that one night, and now we're here.
Something I do want to say, like, because you just mentioned like it was in front of like a hip hop audience. One thing I will say is like you're not afraid to perform in front of anybody.
Yeah, nah.
Doesn't matter who it is, where they come from, what genre of music they listen to. You get on that stage and you like do your thing, bro.
Thank you. Nah, that's what I just feel like you'll like it. It's like, and I don't look like there's already such a vibe. I don't even know how to put it, but there's such like a, I don't know if it's like I get stereotyped or anything, but it's like when I walk in a room, I'm immediately usually written off. So it's like, it doesn't matter if I do good or bad, because you know what I'm saying? You're going to assume whatever, but I know you're going to like it. I'm not even tripping. Like, I feel like I'm cool. I feel like all the people I'm around are cool. So it's like the second we open our mouths, it's like, oh. But I definitely don't look like I'm about to go in there and do anything. I definitely don't look like I know what I'm talking about to the average person. So it's like, which is great. At the same time, I love that. I love looking like I don't know what I'm talking about, because then when I don't know what I'm talking about, nobody's surprised.
So you have met a lot bigger names.
Yeah.
Who was the first person you met? Big status.
First big person I met. That's crazy. I have no idea. The first person to ever DM me was NBA YoungBoy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, when I dropped Stalin, and then he DM'd me, and then like a couple months later he dropped with Snoop Dogg, and it was like, ballin', callin', I'm stalling, and I was like,
yeah.
Nah, I'm not cute. That was a joke.
No. But we get what you say.
Yeah, but nah, he DM'd me. I literally freaked out. I think I cried. I didn't cry. I shed a tear though for sure. But I was like, oh my gosh, we made it.
Who's some other people that's DM'd you?
I'm trying to think. This DM me?
Yeah, let's just say DM right now.
Diplo. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look for real, because it's like, is there a way you can put them like the checks first, maybe?
That I do not know. Well, you said MGK was one, or no?
Yeah, MGK was definitely one. I want to say Russ.
Russ.
Yeah. I'm gonna
We
say.
heard Sada Baby talking about one of your songs.
Yeah, Sada Baby. He showed me a lot of love. He invited me to his birthday party. Like we pulled
Damn.
up on him in
Detroit?
yeah, I wouldn't say Detroit, but I didn't want to say Detroit and be that guy.
No, he's from Detroit.
I know when you live
It
in
was
Detroit,
somewhere in
there's
Detroit.
like different parts of
Yeah,
Detroit.
yeah.
So I was like,
It's somewhere.
Michigan.
Yeah.
Michigan.
Right.
I'm trying to think, bro. I have like Chainz, Ernest. Who else? Who else?
What was it like meeting?
Oh, Young and Ace.
What was it like meeting 2 Chainz? Because I know he has such a good relationship with
I want to say he might have been one of the first people I met, but I don't want to say he was the first person.
Right.
But it wouldn't surprise me if he was, because
of course.
But he did his NPR Tiny Desk when he was at the nail salon, and we put up on him while he was filming that. That was the first time I met him, and we just sat there and watched him do it. And then he walked out because he's got his restaurant, bar in Atlanta, and we walked. It was like the same nail salon that's right across the street from that. So we walked out of that, and as we were walking into Escobar, so I was like, "Yeah, this is my dog Anella." I was like, "Nice to meet you." And he's like, "Nice to meet you, bro." I was like,
yeah,
it's over with.
Right, it's finally happened.
But nah, he's super cool. Like meeting him, I was super nervous, but now it's just like, I mean, I still get nervous. I'm still nervous.
Right.
That man is a very businessman. Like he's super super like gives off that vibe. Like
he knows his numbers.
You know what I'm saying? Like he walks in the room, he's like 2 Chainz. Like, so yeah, but it's yeah.
All right. So 2023.
Yeah.
Going into 2024, your shit's been like fucking ramping up like crazy.
Hell yeah, we're working on it.
How do you feel about some of the momentum right now?
Honestly, I have no idea. The more I think about it, the less I understand it. So I just try to accept it and be like, oh, this is fire. Because it's like, I don't understand it at all, to be honest. I do, because obviously this is what I want. Like, you know what I'm saying? You kind of manifest it. And everything that's happening to me, I said would happen. Not in like a cocky way, but just in like I won't let it not happen. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to make this happen because this is what I want to do. And it's up to me. But it's like, at the same time, it's like, holy shit, it happened. It's like, oh, holy shit.
So now, are you, Sud, and Seven, like, are y'all having like meetings talking about like, what you want to happen, or like, are you voicing that in those meetings?
I think I always have. I think that was the disconnected first is because when you get in the industry, you're supposed to have a thing. You're supposed to have a thing. Oh, this is your thing? All right, this is how we're going to push you. This is your thing. This is what you want your thing to be. People are going to think of you and think of this thing. And with me, it was just like, I don't have a thing. I'm just me. Like I just do
making music, good ass music.
I just do everything, and that's like the epitome of artists. When what do you do? And they're just like, what kind of music do you make? And they're like, I just make music. It's like, damn, you have no personality. And it's like, that's not my issue. I feel like I have a personality, but it's just like my personality isn't a box. Like I have no idea what I am. Come find out with me. I have no idea. That's the most interesting part about this is there's no right answer. So I think I've always voiced what I wanted in those meetings. But when it comes to like actually pursuing it and achieving it, you have to explain to someone the unexplainable. It's like, we're trying to do something that hasn't been done. How do you want me to explain that to you?
Right.
Either we're going to try it and it works or it don't work. And either you're right or I'm right. So there's no like, we finally came to an agreement. And not an agreement as in anybody disagreed, but it's like everybody had to get on the same page when it came to the direction we wanted to go in. And when you're going in a direction that is multiple directions, it's very confusing. You know everybody has to be on the same page and everybody has to agree and has to be 100% into it. And so when we got to that point, because I'm with Def Jam.
Right.
And the first song to go.
I was going to bring that up next.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
The first song to go, quote unquote, viral was a country song.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody is like, I'm like, hey, how are we going to push this? And they're like, we're going to figure that out.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, I am used to this. I am used to saying, oh, we're going to figure that out. Because it's like, I don't know what I'm doing either. That's the beauty of it. And so that was kind of the first time we got on the same page. Like, oh, there is no way to do this because I'm literally doing the exact opposite of what anybody's done here.
And I don't think it's like you don't have a thing. I just think, like you mentioned earlier, like you're creating songs off of feelings or moments or whatever the case may be. So that could be, different.
No, yeah, I agree with that too. But we all got on the same page. And Def Jam is like a legendary.
Yeah, what was that like? What did y'all have like a signing party or anything like that? Or
we had a signing party. I wanted it to be more organic I wanted to promote the shit out of it when we first did it because I was like, woo!
Yeah, like who wouldn't be excited?
Literally. And then shout out Tunchi for believing in me. Thank you, sir. But we went up there and we signed, and it was fun. and we were going to get straight to work. And then we realized, you know what I'm saying? Everybody thinks when you sign, you're like, oh, you made it.
Right.
When you sign, it's like
more work.
It's like, okay,
You
you actually started. Yeah. Now you're in the race. You weren't even in the race, but you were racing to the race. Now you're in the race. So it's like, that was what I had to sit myself down and realize, like, as a person, it's just like, no one has the answers. Like, you don't go to someone thinking that if someone had the answers, everyone would be famous. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So that's what I had to realize, and that's what they helped me realize was just like, yo, like, we believe in you. They believed in me creatively, and they were like, if you think you know what the answer is, you know what I'm saying, we're going to back you. Obviously, I have to convince them. They're not just going to blindly be like, oh, you say it's a good idea? Let's do it. But it's like, you know, with enough trial and error and being like, this work, that work, they're so helpful in coming up with plans and executing what we have to do. So that's why things have been starting to work out, because we all got on the same page, and it's like, all right, let's do this rollout. Let's do these seasons. You know, I came up with when I finish these seasons. So we dropped season 1, season 2. We're about to drop season 3, or we already did drop season 3 probably.
Yeah, we already dropped it.
In the future.
Past, technically.
Past.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, we're talking about the future.
But when they watch this.
Now we're talking about the past. Inception.
You're right.
But so when we did season 1, I was like, I want to do seasons. Originally, it was going to be an album rollout, but now that's not the case. But I like, everything is so short form content based.
Yes.
Like, I am not focusing on making a good 15 seconds of a song to go viral so that people will stream it. And that is my downfall. And I think that's my biggest, plus too, is because to bring it back, to make it interesting to people, is like, we did the seasons. I did season 1, which was Pulp Fiction. I made the music videos to it. You know what I'm saying?
And when you're saying season 1, season 2, season 3, these are like projects. Like,
yeah, it's like 3-song projects.
Right.
And I think as of now, we're doing 5 of them. And it's going to be each season, each song is an episode.
Right.
Each project is a season.
Right.
And then at the end, we're going to compile them all and do a compilation album. And it's going to be
a
series. And it's going to be called the 831 series. And so I Love You is 8 letters, 3 words, 1 meaning. Then you got I Made You, I Miss You, I Need You, and I Love You, and I Lost You, or whatever I didn't say. You know what I'm saying? So they all connect. And I have 831 tattooed right here. That's like
hard.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sense, and I want to go back to building stories and like building personalities and fan bases. And not that people don't do that now, but I feel like there's a disconnect when it comes to being who's the leader and who's the follower. Because I think I want people to connect to me for what I want them to connect to me for, and I don't want to ask them what they want me to. You know what I'm saying?
Right. No, I understand.
Not as in I don't care about what they think, but it's just like I want to find people that love me and want what I want. Right. Not necessarily try to make what'll go viral.
Like, they're there for you and your sound and the way you authentically are.
You know what I'm saying? And they enjoy it. It's not like a weird thing. It's not like, oh, take me as I am or fuck you. It's never been that. It's like, yeah, it's just a vibe. Like, there's no complaining. There's no, oh, this is a gimmick. I mean, obviously I get a lot of that. But I definitely get a lot of industry plan or whatever. But that's the goal.
Speaking of like trends and stuff like that, how do you feel about, I mean, country's always been a thing, but I feel like now country and hip hop are kind of like merging, and it's kind of becoming like a thing for rap artists or whoever to start making country music. You feel like that's in your advantage, or how do you feel about it happening right now?
I have always been an advocate for country music because I'm a storyteller, and I think country music has always had the best songwriting and the best storytelling.
For sure.
The best, you know what I'm saying? Just like they're the least gimmicky genre, I think. They don't really sway much. They don't go with what's popular. They do what they enjoy, and people love them for that. And I don't know how this is about to work out, because people are now, I'm seeing country songs doing the snippet method, where it's like, let's make 15 seconds of it.
Yeah.
And the whole point of country is to tell a story and really fall in love with the artist and who they are. And you know what I'm saying? The homegrown, we came from here. And it's like, all these artists are coming from, and I'm not calling out anybody in specific, because it's like, I also know a lot of people that are doing this, and it's working, and they're very good at what they do. And like, they're making hit songs, and they sound very good, and they're really good at it. But it's like, I also know some people, like, I'm from North Carolina. A lot of people are trying to do this.
Yes.
And it's like, the country music is so beautiful because it isn't a gimmick.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? If you don't naturally sway that way, or you don't really want to do it, like if you're doing it because it's popular, you're wrong.
Right.
Automatically. You know what I'm saying? Country, people that make real soulful music, not even just country, but any music, like if it's a passion, it's going to work. And if you're doing it because it's what's popular, that's never worked. It's literally never worked. You might make one big song and that's it.
And that's it, yeah.
But it's like,
you gone.
Yeah, people that really have a passion for it, you can hear it. And so it's like, Yeah, that's what I feel about this. I love it, but I've always been Southern. I've
Right,
always made rap
exactly.
music and hip hop and all this, but I've been Southern while doing it. So this country trap, whatever you want to call it,
Wave,
has
yeah.
been a thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Morgan Wallen is one of the biggest artists in the world, and he makes the most country trap, beautiful music. You know what I'm saying? Now everyone's trying to do it, and so it's like, how's this gonna play out? I don't know. I hope it goes well.
So earlier we were kind of talking about like the states or the places you were when you made certain songs. So I'm just gonna kind of go down the list and you tell me where you made it.
Yeah,
Lock and Key.
Nashville,
Okay. Tennessee Love Song.
Nashville,
Okay. Tequila.
Charlotte,
Charlotte. Inside My Head.
Greensboro.
Greensboro. I'm missing one.
Want to let you go?
Yes.
Atlanta.
Now, which one was your favorite?
Out of those 5?
Yeah.
Willing to let you guys the best story. Lock and Key, you know what I'm saying, is the most streamed Tennessee Love Song, gave me the most followers. Which aspect it is like, you know what I'm saying, Inside My Head has been a fan favorite of mine since I wrote it. It's how I connect with the most people. And then Tequila was the first song that they've all got their own backstory. So it's like.
And you were on the on the radar.
Yeah.
Right. Which multiple times or just one?
I was on it multiple times now because I did
Right.
the Lock and Key on it, and then they started a country radar
playlist.
So I went back on the country on the radar and did like a punk song.
Was that because of you, or was that because?
I'm not gonna say it's because of me, but like we kicked it off. They let me kick it off, so I was very grateful for that, and it worked.
That's hard.
Yeah,
I seen that. I was like, okay, maybe Anella.
You know, we did because they did a country on the radar, and they did it in Nashville, but we did the New York, like the quote unquote drill on the radar, and then we did Lock and Key, and everybody's like,
"This is." I mean, I've seen nothing but good feedback from it.
No, me too. Sure. Very grateful.
So music to come. We about to drop a project.
Yeah, season 3, I Made You, drops Friday, June 14th. So it just dropped, or it has dropped a month ago. Whenever you're seeing this, it's out.
How many songs?
3.
How are you feeling about it? Are you excited?
I love it. These are like every time we drop, I'm excited. These are my. We plan so far in advance that I'm so excited about so much music that it's just like I'm like, oh yeah, shit, that's not out yet because I've been listening to it. Like Wonder I wrote 4 years ago.
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah, Bougie Linens I wrote 3 years ago. Don't Hit Me Up is the most recent one, and I did that in Gatlinburg like in November of 2023. So I'm super excited about it. They're all good songs. Don't Hit Me Up is rap. Bougie Linens is hip hop. Wonder is like hip hop R&B fusion, like Chris Brown. I don't know. They're all produced by D. Got that dope. They're smashes.
Any features on it?
2 Chainz is on Bougie Linens.
Is that the only feature in this?
As of now.
Of now.
But
one might come later.
We might do a remix on Don't Hit Me Up, but I'm not gonna say who's on that because I don't know yet. A lot of options.
How do you feel about different versions of songs? Do you plan that ahead of time, or does it come naturally? I mean, not naturally, but
Tennessee Love Song came naturally. Exactly. Every time we put out a song and it does good, everybody's first instinct is to go, let's remix it with a bigger artist. I'm like, no, no. I'm like, let it live.
Yes, let it live.
Let's make something better with a bigger artist. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes, like, Don't Hit Me Up, if we were to put a feature, like, I want to put a feature on that, and I just feel like it'll. That's a perfect song where it's like. It's feature friendly. It's not like, oh, this was a good song, so we added a feature to make it bigger. It's like, oh, this song was, it's not the longest song in the world. It deserves a feature. It already welcomes a different type of artist.
Right.
So it's like people, I listen to it and I can hear 4 different artists that I know and love on it. So it's like, it's just feature friendly. It's not like a reach.
And so, you just came off a tour, right?
Yeah.
Are you
in April?
Right. And when did that start?
In April. I did the whole month of April. I was gone.
So now before then, I just want to talk about your following real quick. Like, because I was watching your following. I was like, yeah, you had like under 20K or something like that.
I think I had 17K.
And then out of nowhere.
Yeah. No, it was on the Doobie tour.
The tour, yeah.
Well, that was the tour we did in like October or November or something like that. That was last year. And then the Tennessee Love Song is what did that. But we literally went from like 17K because my goal by the end of the tour was 25K. I was like, bro, by the end of this year, by the end of the tour, I want 25,000 followers. I was like, I know it's going to be hard, but we're going to do it. I was like, that's my goal. I'm manifesting that. And then literally like 2 weeks later, I had 110,000 followers. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's how this works.
Because I'm oftentimes just tapping in, looking at, artists that I follow, their profiles. I'm like, what the fuck, when did this happen?
Yeah, like,
when I saw it.
Yeah, literally, I woke up like that. Like the next day, I was like, I looked at I think my girl texted me and she was like, She's like, congratulations on 19,000 followers. I just had 17K.
Right.
So I went and looked at my shit, and I was like, it said 19. I was like, refreshing it. I was like, what the hell? And I refreshed it and went to 19.1. I was like,
oh, they coming in.
yeah, I was like, wait a second. That was really fast. And so I went to my reels, and one is like me in in UMG in Nashville. I was playing the piano. I went to see Chelsea. Shout out Chelsea. And I was playing the piano, and it just went viral, bro. Like, it went viral. Like,
You said on TikTok?
no, on Instagram.
On
I
Instagram.
didn't go viral on TikTok first. I still haven't went really viral on
viral.
TikTok. Like,
Instagram's been a thing.
yeah, I went really viral on TikTok once, and it was before TikTok was what it is now. It was like back when it was really like a random thing, and there wasn't like an algorithm that pushed certain videos, whatever. It was just a random place where everybody uploaded videos, and then whatever got the most likes kept going up. And I yelled in a Marcos. I was like yelling stupid things in Marcos at my friends, and it went viral.
But you said you were playing the piano?
I was playing piano in UMG in Nashville, and it just went. I had like a rat's nest for hair. I just woke up. My voice was raspy because I couldn't be loud, and it just went.
So now, when you're on your phone, like, are you seeing the follows come in, or is it just like?
Oh yeah, I'm
spurts.
I'm stupid addicted to my phone. I hate it. I super hate it. And it's like the more the numbers go up, the more I want to watch them. Like I'll sit there and refresh my phone. It's so unhealthy. I hate it so much. I'm trying to pick up healthier habits now, like Legos and golf. It's so hard because
For the mind.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
What's your favorite? What has your favorite tour been so far? I mean, not tour. I'm sorry, city.
City? Ooh, 7. Tulsa?
He's like 7.
Favorite city? Cleveland? I know you're gonna say
He
Cleveland.
might have a different. Yeah.
He's gonna say Cleveland. Small. He's gonna say Cleveland.
What about you? What's your?
Columbus is like, well, Doobie's from Columbus. He's made that like a second home for me when it comes to touring.
Mm.
Every time we go out, I get so much love in Columbus. Like, I'm so grateful for Columbus. They really come out and support me.
That's dope.
So favorite when it comes to like fans, probably Columbus.
Columbus.
But I've learned that we do really good in New Mexico. We do really good in Texas. We do really good in Texas. Chicago.
Is there a certain thing that you do on stage in a certain city because like those fans will react to it good that you won't do in a different city?
Probably I say OH anytime I'm in Ohio. OH, they go Ohio.
That's fire.
Yeah. Besides, not really. I always in my shows with Don't Drink and Drive because that shit's lame, and people have started to catch on to that, so we'll say it together. That's pretty fire. But that's in every city.
Every city.
Every city.
Any goals for this project that's about to drop?
Personal goals. I want people to know the lyrics when I perform it at shows.
Hell yeah.
Like I said, like I don't make a lot of music that goes snippet crazy, but Don't Hit Me Up has been doing good snippet wise. So, but little do they know. Well, now you know. But the verse I've been teasing is the only verse on it. So you know all the lyrics because the snippet is what went viral, and that is the verse. And and the hook is hooky as hell. So that shouldn't be a problem. But yeah, I want people to enjoy it. I want it to be receptive well, and I hope it's another step in the direction of, oh, you can do everything. Everything sounds good. Like,
right.
It doesn't matter. I hope people don't look at it as this guy made it. I hope it's just like, oh, this is just music. I want my albums to be playlists. I don't want them to be like, oh, I go for this sound. I want it to be like, oh, I go to this guy. I love this guy.
Right.
This. Yeah. It's just like any emotion I got, he's got a song for everything.
I like that. Fucks with that. All right. So what we about to do before we wrap things up, got this segment called One Word. Okay. And basically I'm going to say one word and you tell me the first thing that comes to mind. And your answer doesn't have to be like one word back. It can be like a one word and an explanation or whatever. Okay. First word is, let's keep it simple, music.
Church. That's where I learned, like, I think music, when it comes to your religion, is what connects with you the most. It's the most spiritual. It's the most, like, freeing, because that's the easiest. That's like a universal language. That's the easiest way to, however you want to put it, repent, to get to know yourself, to feel connected to a spiritual anything, or, you know what I'm saying? That's
right.
like the closest way to feel music in where you're not like, oh, this is a sound. You're literally like, oh, I feel something in the room when this comes on. And that's how I learned to love music. So, yeah, church. It's like, that's my church.
Okay. Greensboro.
Underground.
As hell.
Shout out Jay White.
Okay.
That was a studio we went to a lot, and Chop House. Greensboro is just like, yeah, that's where it started. Charlotte, home as of now. Yeah, that's where I do most of that's where I shower. So it's like, I don't know where I live right now. We're everywhere, but that's definitely where all my friends are.
About family.
Family. home again, Trinity. Like, yeah, the people I'm around 24/7. Like, I don't really have any new friends. I'm not gonna lie to you. Everybody I'm around is who I've been around for a long time. So we're very family based, I would say. It's like we definitely act like a family.
Nah, I can see that. Y'all always together. Y'all always mobbing together.
Nah,
That's what I fucks with.
For real. Thank you.
Money.
Money. Need more of it. Shit, it's not easy to come by. And everything is expensive. And I read a statistic somewhere. I don't know if it's true, but they said that this is like the worst time in the world to like for finance. Like,
really?
This is worse statistically. If you put the ratios beside each other, this is worse than the Great Depression.
Damn.
Like in the Great Depression, a single father could still provide for a household. Like right now, you got two parents working two jobs both, and they still can't afford it. It's like, bro, this is the worst time. I'm still grateful. I'm doing great. Don't get me wrong. I love it. I make horrible financial decisions, but I have a lot of good people to teach me and that help me when I need it. But yeah, I feel so bad for, people that struggle because right now is literally the worst time.
Nah, for sure.
I don't know who messed it up, but it wasn't us. It was not us. We just got here. You feel me?
So you blaming all the old folks?
I don't know who I'm blaming it on. But if you did it, you felt guilty when I said that. I'm talking to you. Whatever, just
success.
Temporary. I think happiness. Happiness is the goal. Success is like, I think when you hear success, you think money or like fame or power or any of that. I think happiness is like true. Happiness is happiness, joy. So I think success is temporary.
My next word was going to be fame. What's your thought to that?
Fame is depressing.
Why do you
I think looking at it, because fame is like fame is like a one-way mirror. Like you want people to see you, and you don't really see anybody else. I think the right version of fame is family. I think I just want to like meeting a shit ton of people and like being friends with like a lot of people. It's so cool because like life is high school. High school is like the peak of social awareness, and then the rest of your life is just like that. You go, you find your friend group, you find the people you like, you find the people you don't like, you talk about the people you don't like, you find a girlfriend, you have a kid, and then this cycle repeats. So it's like I think fame is the exact same thing as high school. You're just at different financial statuses. You know what I'm saying? You're just buy different shit, but everybody's the exact same. You make different amount of money and you live in different places. So I think fame is like to categorize somebody that's, everybody knows. How do I put that? Fame, the actual idea of fame is like money, power, success, bitches, drugs, whatever you want to call
everything
it.
else.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I think
the way you put it, it's a one-way mirror. I think that's a great definition of that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Obviously the goal is to be quote unquote famous, but it's like to be looked at as fame itself is, if that's your goal, it's the wrong goal. That's what I'm saying. Obviously,
I agree.
It would be great if that's what I was classified as, but that's not the goal.
Last word, God.
God.
God is God.
God is God. God got me here. God got me where I'm going.
Right.
God is everything. God is life. Ball is life. Dribble with God.
Dribble with God.
Swag.
All right. Let's talk about Happy Dad. You said they sponsor you?
Yeah.
How did that come about?
Dude, so I was the first person to ever reach out. His name was Luke. He's from Chicago, and he reached out to me on Instagram, and I saw that he was a rep for Happy Dad. And I was like, bro, I love Happy Dad. Right. I was like, dude, let me send you a package. So he sent me some merch, and I started repping it. And then a guy named Roman followed me, and he was like, yo, your music's fire. And I hit him back, and I was like, yo, bro, I see you work for, or it says like something about Happy Dad in your bio. I was like, bro, I love Happy Dad. He was like, hell yeah, bro, let me send you something. And I thought he meant like merch. Let me send you some merch and some drinks. And I thought he meant like from a warehouse somewhere. So I was like, gave him my address. And he was like, bet it'll be there in like 30 minutes. I was like,
30 minutes?
I was like, no, I'm not home. I was like, I'm not there right now. He was like, oh, well, send me where you're at. Literally 30 minutes later, I had like 12 cases of Happy Dad. I was at my mom's house, and he just sent it straight to my mom's house. I was like,
that's real.
Yo, yeah.
That's crazy.
We started talking. And they were at Stagecoach, and so I was like, "Yo, bro, if you're gonna be at Stagecoach, I'm gonna be there." He was like, "Bet, pull up on us." And then we ended up hanging out that whole weekend, and we just hit it off super well. He introduced me to all the guys, and then Sam, super big supporter, like super grateful for him. He knows a lot. He knows a lot more than people think he knows. Like he's so tapped in. I'll be talking to him.
Talking about Sam and his brother, right?
Yeah, Sammy and
I did a lot of research on him, and that guy knows his shit.
If you listen to him talk, he literally says so much shit that is so not nonchalant that he says it nonchalantly. Like I'm like, oh, yeah, well that's not normal. I'm like, you just said that like we were talking about, my aunt or something.
Right.
But I know exactly who you're talking about, bro. Like, so-and-so? I'm like, yes, grew up watching him on TV.
Mhm.
Like, yep, know exactly who that is. So, yeah, I'm very thankful for them. I feel like I'm going to learn a lot from them. They're very smart.
They are. I agree.
Drink Happy Dad.
Yes, drink Happy Dad, everybody.
Smarter. Drink Happy Dad.
Before we go, is there any last words from you? Anything else you want to say? Anybody want to shout out? Anything to come? Anything?
831, the series. We are halfway there. Season 3 just came out. I made you. Season 2 is out. I lost you. Season 1 is out. I love you. Go listen to Lock and Key. Go listen to Broken Hearted. Go listen to Bitter. Go listen to I Don't Mind. Go listen to Don't Hit Me Up and Wonder and Bougie Linens because 2 Chainz is on that song. Season 4 is to come. I'm probably going to do a snippet of that. We got another big artist on there. And we got a pop song and we got a country song or whatever you want to call it. Every song is coming out always, every day, forever. There will be new music. If you need it, I got
forever
it.
long.
Musical drug dealer, hit me. I'm the plug.
Just dealing. Just dealing. Social media, and we gone.
At Anella Herim, ANELLAHERIM on all platforms, but people just call me Nella. So if you meet me in person, dab me up, say what up.
And I am your host, Adrian Nice. This is Mouthin out. Appreciate you for coming on.
Good seeing you.
And we are out. Peace.
Trying to stay fly.